fellow collectors, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at two new figures from the Star Wars Mission Fleet line. This is a line that I've been very excited about ever since it was announced back at Toy Fair in February. So I've been kind of checking the internet every so often, wondering when they're going to come out, when are they going to release. And then a friend of mine just randomly found them at Target. So these are both from the $7.99 assortment. These are $7.99 each. And Target is the only place I've actually heard of people finding them, and they've only found this smallest assortment. So there are larger assortments with vehicles. Millennium Falcon's kind of a vehicle slash playset. I'm hoping we get some actual playsets eventually because I feel like the figures are small enough. They're about 2.5 inches tall, I would say, so probably very similar to Galactic Heroes. Unfortunately, I don't have any handy to compare size. I should, but they're kind of, about the same size, but they're more proportionate. They're not like, chibi proportions, and the weapons aren't molded into their hands, which is kind of cool. So I'm pretty excited about this line. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. If we take a look on the back, you can see that there's also a Clone Trooper and Chewbacca available in this assortment, so I'll have to keep looking out for those. I just think it's really cool, like the little accessories. You can see this looks like Boba Fett's ship. It's made to look like a ship, a little jetpack. And then you have Ahsoka over here with this kind of like jet ski. I'm not really sure what's going on. It looks like, so it almost looks like she's just kind of holding on to it, but then over here they have it transformed more like a ski-doo or a jet ski or something like that. So yeah, they kind of just have her like hanging on for dear life back here. Anyway, let's go ahead, let's get these open, and we'll take a closer look. Alright, so here they are out of the packaging. We'll start over here with Ahsoka. I think she looks really good. I think they did a really nice job with the paint on the face. You can see she comes with 2 lightsabers. And they did a good job paying attention to detail, one shorter than the other. Does she hold this one upside down? I feel like she might. I'm going to try it out. There we go. Articulation, the head is on a ball joint, so you have a little bit of up and down, side to side. You have shoulder joints that can spin around, but also out to the side. But I would be very careful because I don't want to say it's soft plastic, but they do feel kind of, not like you'll break them, but like they could snap if you applied too much pressure, and these joints are very tight. I'm hoping they'll loosen over time, but when I first got her out of the packaging, it almost seemed like they were painted over, so I had to kind of like just work it gently, and I had like a little knife that I kind of just put in between the space there just to make sure there was no paint connecting it, and eventually it worked out. I'm going to take the lightsabers off for now. But just be careful. The wrists can actually swivel as well, and then the legs can move independent of each other, which is actually pretty cool. So unlike Galactic Heroes, you have separate legs. They don't really come back at all because of the, I guess, butt flap or whatever you want to call it, but they only go one way. I guess it's actually molding on the leg. I don't know. But they have a hole on the back so you can plug the accessories in. But overall, it's a pretty cool little figure. I like it. So the little jet ski thing that she comes with has a Republic symbol. It's pretty nicely painted. It's mostly white, obviously, but I think the paint it does have is pretty good. It has little grippy things here for the lightsabers. I don't think she would ever ignite her lightsabers and then clip them onto this, but if you just want to use it for storage, apparently that's not even possible because I can't get these in here. There we go. Come on now. There we go. So again, you can, it looks goofy, but for storage purposes at least, you can clip them on there. At least they did something. We'll take these off. So she does have holes in the bottom of her feet. You can peg them onto this and this pretty simply. And then you can extend the arms and twist the wrists so that she can hold right onto there. And there you go. So that's pretty cool. I like that. It's got some cannons molded into the front. Just a goofy little vehicle. I think that's fun. Now the other thing that they showed is to, I guess, maybe like an underwater, like a submersible kind of thing. Like if she was diving and she just wanted something to propel her underwater, you could have it like this. I've seen like scuba divers use things like this to kind of move them through the water underneath. So I guess they're trying to say it's like a dual purpose. She could like be under the water like this, shoot out of the water, flip it up, jump right on top of here, and then start going on the surface. So that could be something cool. Something kind of neat there. But Yeah, we'll put this off to the side. Definitely a cool little figure. I like it quite a bit. But let's talk about Boba Fett. So I think the figure looks great. Really nice paint applications, great design. Helmet looks good. He's got the jetpack. They even have the little cape off to the side molded in. Now the jetpack is one solid piece, so you can just take that off, and we'll use the accessory in a second. But he's got the same articulation, head's on a ball joint. His head's even more on a ball joint because it has room to move around because, you know, he doesn't have hair that extends. He's got the same shoulder movement. And then he's the wrist swivel and then the feet. So he looks really great. I think they did such a great job with him. Now the way his little, I think it's supposed to be a jetpack. It does, you know, it's made to resemble his ship. It almost feels like you could just use it as like a little drone. Like you could send it off after someone. But it does have a peg here so that you can peg it into his back if you like. You can even kind of turn the wings. These wings just peg in, just a simple peg. So you can turn them if you want. So you can kind of fly and shoot the lasers. Yeah, and he's definitely not going to fall over because he's got this like third leg back here. So I think that's kind of smart because otherwise he'd be very top heavy and he would definitely just fall right over. So I feel like that definitely works out. But like I said, I like Boba Fett's jetpack, and I do think it's kind of weird to give him a second jetpack when he already comes with a jetpack. But at least they included both. I do appreciate that because they gave you just this. The rest of the time he would look weird. So you know, they could have just chosen a different vehicle for him, but I understand they wanted to make it look like a ship. But like I said, I kind of just like to think of it as like a little drone. Even has like the Mandalorian symbol on there. It's pretty cool. So I kind of just like it as like a little seek and destroy kind of a thing. So I think these are fun. I do. I really like these a lot. I'm excited to get some of the larger vehicles, and I would definitely love to eventually get to some playsets, something like that, because I think that would be a lot of fun. But a lot of people have kind of said, you know, these don't really seem like they're worth $7.99 a piece, and I can understand that. When I think back to like what this pack would have been in, say, like Imaginext days, probably would have been like a $5.99, $6.99, depending on where you bought it. So, you know, it's the Disney licensing and, you know, just kind of everything right now. Prices are going up a little bit, so $7.99 I think is in the ballpark. It does seem like it's about $1 more than it needs to be, but at the same time, it's not so astronomically ridiculous that I still think they're worth picking up. And I love the little figures. The accessories are not the best, but the little figures are definitely amazing, and the little accessories are fine. You know, they give you some options and augment the little figures. But I'm just really excited to get some of the larger vehicles. I think that's going to be fun, and I'm really looking forward to building a collection of these little figures. I would love to even just see some figure 2-packs, even if they decided to forego these little vehicles and just give me, you know, like just classic figure 2-packs. I mean, you know, like Han and Chewie, obviously they're coming with individual vehicles, but like a 2-pack like that would be great. R2 and C3PO, give me a 2-pack of that. Like that'd be great. But I just really like this little play pattern. I would honestly like to see Hasbro extend this to other properties. I mean, could you imagine little G.I. Joe figures like this that came with all the different vehicles? I mean, that would be a game changer to me. Like, I love the 6-inch G.I. Joes, but they're too hard to make vehicles for. If you made Joes at this size, I feel like you could go crazy with playsets and vehicles. And that's what I love. So in any case, I think these are fun. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.